समाज की इस 17वीं राष्ट्रीय अधिवेशन में आए हुए सभी सदस्यों का हार्दिक स्वागत है। हमारे बीच माननीय श्री गंगाधरन जी, आर.के. गंगाधरन जी चीफ गेस्ट आ चुके हैं। यहाँ करा सके। अब मैं डायस पर हमारे मुख्य अतिथि श्री के.आर. गंगाधरन जी को आमंत्रित करूंगा। इन्हें श्री हमारे आर.के. चौहान जी, भारत पेंशन समाज के प्रेसिडेंट साहब लेकर के आने का कष्ट करेंगे। इसी के साथ ही हमारे एस.सी. माहेश्वरी जी जो दिवंगत हो चुके हैं, उनकी श्रद्धांजलि के लिए उनका फोटो चित्र सामने रखा है। आप श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित कर सकते हैं। हमारे स्पेशल गेस्ट मिस्टर मुनिशंकर जी कृपया स्टेज पे पधारें। कृपया आप अपने किसी और साथी के साथ आ जाएं। श्री ए.के. चोना जी, आप साथ में लेना चाहें तो
all of you. It's a pleasure being in AMBALA as part of BPS event, which is 70th AGM of BPS. Yes, a person I really miss is Mr. Maheshwari. I've known Mr. Maheshwari since.
On behalf of the All India Federation of Pensioners Association in Chennai, we greet and honor Comrade Mr. Gangadharan.
So I do miss him, but that's life. So we have to accept it and go on. And I've known him for almost 20 years of time. Thank you. I think over 20 years of time. He came first to Hyderabad in 2007. Since then I've known him. Yes, I definitely miss him because he's one person. After this AGM is over, within 2 months' time, he will write to me, this is the next meeting, you should be there. So this has been going on for many years. And I don't miss it unless I'm traveling out of India. I don't miss it. Within India, I will definitely cancel those India meetings and go for BPS meeting. That is how it has been. I definitely miss him, and I only and pray to God that his family is well looked after, because he has dedicated himself to this cause, which is very, very deep. I'd like to thank Mr. Chauhan, the current president, and Mr. Avinash, who has been coordinating in the last 1 week's time. Mr. Chauhan said Mr. Avinash will coordinate. He has been coordinating with him very patiently, and he is the first person who made sure that I gave a write-up before the meeting. Mr. Maheshwari will say after the talk is over, can you present what? But he ensured that it's there. And so therefore I would like to thank. I'd like to thank all of you for inviting me, and particularly Mr. Balasubramanian. We all live in the same city, Hyderabad, Chennai, but we meet only in BPS meeting AGMs. So I was telling you. And we are at least lucky that BPS is facilitating us meeting in different parts of the city. I'd like to thank them for this, honor bestowed on me. I'd like to thank, I've seen my good friend Muni Shankar. Muni Shankar, I have known him as a student of National Institute of Social Defense. And he was in Hyderabad for some time, then moved back to Delhi. He is occupying a very important position, very talented individual. And BPS should not lose his talents. Particularly Mr. Chavan and others don't lose his talents. He's a very capable person. And when you are in BPS, doing any work, indulge it. And I'm very happy that he's also part of UNFPA India now. He's been part of that for many years. Very happy that he's part of that. In addition to that, he is running his own foundation. He has invited me to a lot of his programs, not even actually at one. I don't mean anything, but I just didn't make it. I would like to see Mrs. Priya, who's a pioneer. I hope I know her more in the future. I'd like to thank all of you for being a little patient. And then I mentioned, normally I don't mention his name, but today I thought to mention. And I'm told Mr. Vincent has worked very hard. And to make this program grand, I'd like to acknowledge that hard work for people I can make, set the trends. Very happy to see. Well, I must tell you, before I really start few points, I went and met Mr. Daljeet Singh last evening in Chandigarh. Mr. Daljeet Singh is also, I was remembering Mr. Maheshwari. I've known him for almost 20 years of time. I went and called on him because he had an unfortunate family, where he lost his son suddenly from fever. And his and his daughter is a very senior IAS officer in Government of India. She is an additional secretary in the Ministry of Social Justice. And another daughter lives in Bombay, and son passed away. So I was asking him, how is he managing? The nice lesson for all of us, and I'm sure all of you are following it. He says, I've got a lady, a husband and wife, at home. They have come from Himachal Pradesh. They have 4 children, 3 children. He says, I have given them 2 of our bedrooms to stay. So they all stay with me as a family because I don't have children living with me. So they are like my grandchildren. And the lady cooks for us. She does all the, domestic work. And so we don't feel stressed. And we travel to Bombay during winter. 2 months we stay in my daughter's place. I think this is a beautiful story of an 89-year-old person leading a wonderful life. Not, bothered about the age. Little memory loss is there. It took time for him to, recollect a lot of things that we have done together in Chandigarh and Punjab. The reason I'm mentioning this particular case is for you to understand that I never thought I won't meet Mr. Maheshwari in this meeting. When I met him last year, I never thought I won't see him. I think life is so much of uncertain to all of us. And when you are there, how much can you do for yourself, your family, and your society? I think that's very, very important. And I was just telling him, entering, Mr. Muni Shankar was telling, sir, you are coming in the same half flat. I told him that one of the senior government officials in Shastri Bhavan used to tell me one day when I met him, IAS officer, he told me, Gangadharan, you are coming in a half slack like this in Delhi in a winter. I said, I'm comfortable. He says, in Delhi, we only see 2 sets of people who come without like you. One is a beggar who is without any clothes, and second is South Indian. So, this is joking, because I was in a slack. And it was December, January. Now, it didn't bother me because I was not affected by the cold because I was there for a day or 2. I didn't come with all those shawls and things like that because I thought 1 day, 2 days, let me go. So the question is, how do you adapt yourself to it? I think that's something that I wanted to tell you, that Yes, it's going to be cold. When I came to, I was seeing every day in the weather whether it's going to be cold or whether, and I found that it's going to be warm. I said, okay, let me not come with any clothes, and I don't want to come with a suit. There are also some meetings in BPS. I came with a suit and a tie, and I have a lot of pictures like that. But I prefer this style because life is simple to us. And I just wanted to pick up some points. I said normally we talk about aging, we talk about a lot of things. Let me pick up some points that I thought was very relevant for all of us. I thought we'll pick up 5 important points. Though I've given a circulatory message to all of you, I still thought I'd pick up only a few points and talk to you so that I don't miss anything important. Now the person that comes in is your Pensioners Association talks about pension and healthcare benefits are the 2 primary goals that I've seen in most of your circulation messages. Pension increase. Nice to see Mr. Gopal Rao here. I also invite him on behalf of all of you. Thank you. Mr. Gopal Rao.
YouTube लाइव इस समय चल रहा है. Please continue, sir.
It's always pleasure seeing Mr. Gopal Das because I enjoy his talk. He talks very well and he gives a lot of message and a lot of dynamism and a lot of fire to the talk. Thank you, listen to him. Very nice to have him with us. So we are talking about what really happens to us, and when I started, my journey into aging population in 1994, that was about 30 years ago, the longevity of India was not even 60 years. A person born in 1930, 40, 50, crossing 60 was a big number. Today you find majority of the people are crossing 80. Once you cross 65, the scientific evidence shows most of them will pass 80. They will comfortably live 80. So all of you touch your heart and say that I'm 65, and you say you're 65, feel good that you'll have another 15 years. Now let us be very happy that you are going to have 15 more years after 65, which is retirement age is 60, and you've got 20 more years assured. I'm not talking about sickness like cancer or those kind of problems, but I'm talking generally. So 20 years of the longevity, what are you going to do? I think that's very important for you to plan. Understand? When we read longevity, why are we living longer? We say better medical facilities, more surgeries, heart surgeries, more treatment for cancer. And Mr. Balasubramanian underwent a knee replacement a few months ago. And all these are happening. But understand above all this, that one thing, you are a person. And your longevity is not decided by the doctors. Your quality of longevity is not decided by the doctor, but by you. Understand, when I met Mr. Daljit Singh yesterday, he's 90, he's going to celebrate 90 the next week's time, 15th. He says, I don't miss going for my walk, which I've reduced from 6,000 steps to 4,500 steps because of my age. But I don't miss it. And I go with my friends. It's a basic thing that you do. Healthcare is not doctors give you medicine, you are changing. Please understand, it is your own discipline. I was telling them yesterday that his wife was about 85 years. She made some food for me. I said, as a South Indian, we don't take the food that you give here. Not that we don't take, not that we don't like. That's not a food that's made in South India. So we take sambar rasam. Is our idli dosa, is our regular food. And there are a lot of discussions about eating rice versus wheat. I don't want to get on to the deliberate this point, but I just want you to understand that you are eating food which is relevant to you in your own place that you live. I don't think I need to copy the Haryana food in Tamil Nadu or Assam food in Delhi. I think I need to take food that is prevalent in that part of the country. If I move to Delhi once for all, I will not eat chapati rice. I won't eat sambar rasam, I eat only rice, chapati and dal here, because that's the native food here. I think, please understand, your longevity is not what is decided by the doctor. It is you. And you can increase the longevity. I am talking about not increase the longevity, quality of longevity, by ensuring your own discipline. And I am not talking to science, I am talking to basics. The question that comes in it, the efforts doctors give you, is they make your life better. They let you make your life better. And India is supposed to be almost the capital of the world. We talk about GDP, we talk about variety of things, but diabetes, we are a capital in the world. Huge number, sheer number huge. The question is, I have seen a lot of people with diabetics controlling themselves very well. If they are talking about longevity, they are living longer years, even with diabetes and diabetes-related complications, please understand your discipline. So it's almost like, both of us, all of us are not only disciplining ourselves, we are also equally guided by our own doctors. Marks. Yesterday I came late. My flight landed a little late. And by the time I could reach the hotel, it was 3:30. So my wife sent me a message, what food did you have? Sent me a message, what food did you have? I said, I have not taken any food. She was very upset that I didn't take food. She said, you are not young anymore. Take care of your health. So she wrote to me saying, don't take 1, 2, 3, 4, take only 1, 2, 3, 4. Understand, this is what collective relationships. What is beautiful about this? That she was busy in her own way, I am busy traveling, but she still made it a point. I will ensure that food is ordered. And she also made sure after half an hour I had that food. I think this is what a beautiful relationship that we took. And when I come here, when I see Mr. Gopal Das here, and I see Mr. Chauhan here, these are all the people I have been seeing for years. Which means you are continuing the tradition of some protocols. Right or wrong, not a question. You are mentioning, and you are inviting me every year to talk. Now I have to be challenged. There are some people who are coming and sitting here for many years. I should be ensuring that I don't talk the same thing. There's a big challenge that BP has posed to me. So they will say, hey, this man talks the same thing everywhere. So I have to be very careful about what I talk and what I don't talk. So this time I said, let me note down and come a little more careful so that I'm guarded about it. The second point that I want to tell you is, it's a new health. Please understand, healthcare has changed. Today it's all robotics. It's all high-tech. If you are going, my brother is about 82 years in Chennai. He was telling me 2 days ago he went to Sundaram Medical Foundation, one of the hospitals. He says going to a hospital means it's a menace. He says it's threatening. I said why? It takes almost 1 day. Traveling time, going from place to place, getting the investigation done, getting cross referrals. He says it's a big job. By the time you are tired. But understand, that's what the medicine has become. Traditionally, the doctors were giving you normal medicines. You go for a fever, they give you medicine, it's gone. But today, I want to rule out 1, 2, 3, 4, get an MRI done for this. This could be the problem, get a neurology opinion. Just 2 days ago, a case in Apollo Hospital, Chennai, I'm sorry mentioning the name of the hospital. This lady was undergoing dialysis, she's around 77 years. She's been undergoing dialysis for the last 10 years of time. And they are permanent fixtures to have their insertion every time that she goes for it. And it broke at home. So a lot of bleeding at home. So they took her to Apollo, got her admitted. They put her in ICU. They said nobody can see for next 3 days time. They locked her up fully. So 3 days nobody knew what happened to the family. What happened to her. Then 4th day, they said we'll try to shift her to her room. So the whole family was anxious to see her, she had not seen. 3 days later they're saying no, she's still sick, we're going to keep her in ICU 1 more day. Understand, the husband is around 84 years. He says, why should she go through this pain? One day we are going to die. Why are we not able to, if I'm not able to see her at this age, I don't find it worthwhile. that I live without seeing there when she's inside. Understand the impatience and tolerance levels. The question is, you want a quality life. You want to make sure that you live good life, where all of you are able to come in a meeting like this once a year and more frequently in your monthly meetings. You want to be part of that. So which means you have to ensure that your health is good. The second point that I want to mention was, despite all this, understand health is your own concern, not from somebody else. The third thing that I want to mention was, the old age was considered a dependent age. Old age means dependence. Historically, if you read any books, both inside and outside India, they will all say, you have to depend on your children for your future. And it continues to be so in the rural areas of Tamil and India, even today. A lot of old people depend on their children for daily living. But please understand, I am talking to pensioners. Pensioners who have some income, assured income. The question is, can you ensure that you don't have to depend on your children for everything? I met one lady in Chennai. I will send you the picture of hers and write up about her. She is running her 98 years. At 98 years, she is hard of hearing, Mrs. Janaki. So I took her to a college to address the students of Stella Maris College, Chennai. She was addressing the Madras Club Social Work students. Can I tell you, at 98, incidentally, her husband identified drugs in locations in Besant Nagar and take those pictures and go and give it to the police. I don't care what police does, but I don't give it. If I talk more, police will harass me. But I do my duty. I see them drugged. I take a picture and give it to them. Second, there is what is called local body elections in Chennai. It was about 2 years ago. She filed her nomination as a candidate. And she is a Brahmin woman. Brahmins in Tamil Nadu has no proper place for them. Politically they have no position there. She filed a nomination, so I asked her, why are you doing that? You must read about her in Chennai. She says, I would like to talk what I can do, what needs to be done in the location. Whether the government is going to listen to me or not, but at least politically when I go for a canvassing, I will talk all this. Understand, this is life. I don't feel bad the government is not doing it. I don't feel bad the society may not support me. But I will talk. I will highlight. I think today the biggest problem that the country faces is lack of values, inadequate values, changing values. We will not call it no values, changing values. The question is, you and me, when you're talking about dependence, understand, children are not going to live with you anymore. And now we are all going to a stage when, the discussions going around in some circles, they don't want to get married. If they get married, they don't want to have children. The third option is live-in relationship. They're all on the rise. We will not talk what is called, we will not make judgments about it. But the fact is that can happen in your own families. And you must know how to adapt yourself. And the question that comes in here is, if you are going to depend too much on your children, there is going to be a lot of challenge for you. I don't want to talk about traditionally maintenance and welfare of parents, senior citizens act, abuse of elderly. I do not want to talk about all things, but I want to talk about aging as a positive, aspect of aging. Please understand, you should remain grateful to God. The people like them sitting on the dais who are contributing something to the society, and all of you are contributing something to the society and your family. You are very, very fortunate that you are able to do that. The question is, can you do that? If you want to talk about quality of life, please continue to do what you are doing. The next question, fourth point. Let's stop at 5. We are talking about welfare system. I have been part of a lot of government, like Mr. Gopaldas participates in a lot of government meetings. I have done a lot of meetings with the government of India in the Department of Health, Department of Social Security, Social Justice and National Human Rights. A lot of committees formed, a lot of programs suggested, but some of them not accepted, and when they are accepted, they are not implemented. I am not being critical of the government, but that's the truth. The question is, don't I contribute just because the government is not doing it? No. I think the question is, okay, we will try to ask government to pay more. We continue to ask for more PA for pensioners. We will continue to do that. But it does not stop you from doing what you are doing. I think that is something that we need to sustain. Please understand, as we grow older, as we get old and old and old, we have to see some purpose. That's a point that I want to talk about, is purpose. Talk about the purpose. Recently I met a gentleman, a family, not gentleman, a family. The couple is, they're over 80 years. Man is 83, the wife is 79. They have a son who lives in New York. And the grandson is, what is called autistic child. Lives in USA. And they are extremely upset that boy is not able to talk. And if you look at him, handsome, 6-footer, but he's not able to talk. They are extremely upset. Doctors have said nothing can be done. American government provides all support in terms of care and everything. So I asked these people what do they feel. He says, we go to America every 6 months. That's what is permitted. We are looking for a green card. He said, why do you want to go and stay and live in America? He says, at this age, we need to see some purpose in life. We need to go and spend time with the grandchildren. The grandchild is not well. At least my son and the daughter-in-law will be able to go for a proper job if we are able to look after him when he comes back. I think senior citizens should see this purpose. Purpose need not be within your family. Purpose can be society. Some of you are sitting here as a president and secretary. Tell me, are we being paid? Are any of you getting paid for what you are doing? No, nobody is being paid. I think it's a pleasure of doing. A pleasure of commitment. I want to accomplish. So please understand, if they are doing it at the All India level, they are doing it at the regional level, they are doing it at the chapter level, ensure that for senior citizens to be respectful in a society, as a pensioner to be respectful in society, contribute to your, at least, if not much, street level committees. I think there are a lot of road, what is called welfare association in roads. Community welfare association or road welfare association or street welfare association. Please ensure it is not for anything else to keep your mind active. Otherwise your mind thinks negative things. 90% of the thing when you are sitting at home outside for 10 minutes, now my son has to come at 12 o'clock. Time is only 11 o'clock. From 11 o'clock you start worrying for next 1 hour time. Will he come on time? Will he not come on time? Will he come on time? Call him and check up, when he check up. This is what our mind is all about. I think this is important for you to understand. Be active, be productive. And let me not talk more. I like to complete my challenge. We are all talking about active life. We are talking about active life means you must also be healthy life. I think when we are going to be healthy, you can be healthy only when you are active. Now you can say that I cannot be active unless I am in good health. Please understand both are important. And important thing is emotional health. We are talking about spirituality. We all talk about God. We are talking about gurus. We are talking about religion. I think all this, if you culminate into spirituality, you focus on, something. Forget about the God. Don't bother about which God you pray. That's something private. But spiritually inclined. Listening to some good things. I think it's very important when you're talking about physical health, talking about emotional health, you also talk about spiritual health. So these three things will take a very, very, I take us into a positive role with this. And thank you once again for giving me an opportunity to come to meet all of you and meet all of you. Thank you very much.
बहुत